So we kind of worked on three things today. One was the actual timing of the push. You had to feel like you pushed ridiculously late to not push early. We worked on kind of being softer with a push. It's going to feel like a slower, softer three-quarter push. Okay? And then the other thing we really kind of worked on is the feeling of just a ridiculously low backswing, like absolutely no backswing. And it's just a brain trick. It's still going to be over your head. Okay? And I really don't. I see you next time, I don't want to at your butt. Okay? But you can see how we can trick your brain. When you think crazy low backswing, your body processes a thought like, well, if I pull hard, it won't stay low, so I'm not able to pull hard. The less you pull up, the less you pull down. And in your case, the more you pull up, the higher it goes, the longer it takes to come down. So you think if it goes up a ball less, it takes a ball less to come down. That's two balls. Then you're going to be overthrowing. Exactly. Okay. So the first thing we did was just the timing of the push. And remember, I had you feel sensation-wise like your right foot passed your left, and then you pushed. That really just tricked you into pushing right on time. Okay. Exactly. Okay. So not bad. Okay. And even there, the pushing is a little bit softer. It's not as forceful. Okay. And I definitely started to see a correlation. When you pushed earlier, you started to feel it. When you pushed a little bit earlier, you had time to go bigger. Okay. When you didn't push as early, you didn't have time to go as big with the push. And we kind of smoothed that off and rounded that off even a little bit more. Okay. Did a couple more. This one here, same thing about. This is the one I said I want you to feel like you're pushing slow motion. Okay. And same thing, if you watch that guy, you wouldn't comment like, holy crap, his push rate's taking an hour. That felt crazy slow to you. Okay. But a lot less forceful. Watch your original shot. You kind of jammed it out there a little bit. Right there. And if that initial motion is forceful, everything past that tends to be forceful. Okay? So a lot of people feel like, oh, my feet got fast. Okay? It's not so much a footwork thing. If your arm gets fast, your feet have to match. So if you feel like, oh, my feet got fast, it was probably you were too forceful and quick with your arm. You got to back off the arm and the feet react. Okay? Hard to feel the arm, easier to feel the footwork. Almost. Okay? Well, then we did a couple here where I said I want a crazy low backswing. Okay, that one's definitely better than before. You can watch those big white lights in the background there. You see, it didn't quite go above them. Okay, we did a one more, and this is by far your best one, maybe of your life. Okay, and I said I want you to literally feel like you have no backswing, like it does not pass your leg. Okay, let's compare to that original first shot here. And I know this is not a good shot at the finish, but I'm using this one because this tends to be your bad shot, just overdoing it. If we look at the push away, it's just a hair early right there, okay? And just a little bit more forceful for where that elbow almost overextends, okay? This one here is the one you thought about, crazy low swing, and no early push. I like it, okay? And see, even there, you're not forcibly locked. Look at your left arm. See how it has a little bend in it on the left? Look at it on the right. Forceful. It brings your shoulders more forward. Okay? You can see how much more your left arm, I mean, the left arm is a good difference on those two. More forceful on the right. And if that's more forceful on the right, you're going to be more forceful in your swing. Okay? That's about a ball difference right there. Okay? Then we go to the backswing. You cleared those white lights. This is you thinking not past your leg. Okay? Much, much better. Still above your head. That's a fine swing. On the right, kind of overdid it. And then you look at the footwork, it's the same. So now it just means you have more swing to complete with the same time to complete it, which means you're just going to pull harder. Okay. On the left, foot stops, ball comes through. On the right, foot stops, ball comes through. You just pulled harder. That's why you popped up more. Okay. It's a dramatic difference right there. Okay. I think that's number one priority on your list of things to work on. Okay. The second step direction, that's not unimportant. I think this stuff is more important.
I mean, if that comes,
Okay.
if I get all that cleaned up, it's probably going to help everything.
Correct.
Be less dramatic.
That's the swing we want. That's the push, and that's the swing we want. And that's how relaxed you should be in your shot. Okay. The other thing on step two, I'm just going to point this out, is you always want a nice heel toe step on two. You're going to see you kind of hit kind of flat footed. Okay. I think when that doesn't go so far left, it'll be easier to do a little heel toe.
And I can tell, I don't think I do. Sometimes I slide it, sometimes I heel toe it.
On which step? Okay. Yep. And this one, it's not a slide, but it's kind of flat-footed. And I see that commonly when it overfills to the left. You kind of hit sidestep. Okay. So if that didn't go as far left, we just want a nice heel toe. Okay. But again, this is the swing you want to picture. The more you picture in your head, the more your muscles are going to believe it. You got to just trick yourself into doing it. Okay. But you need a visual aid on some of this stuff. Okay. That's a good looking shot. Okay. And you felt, even the first one I did, I said crazy low backswing. Remember how that shot reacted and how clean off the hand? That's why we work on this. That'll become more and more consistent. Okay. All right. Excellent. Let's stop recording here. Let's see.